Very good evening, friends. I am here with another YouTube video which is basically based on the subject topic of Indian history. Today, the subject topic which I am going to deliver with you is going to relate with the audience related to Indian history for basically MBA and BBA program along with the other postgraduate and graduate programs where history is an important discipline. Today's topic which I am going to talk to you is related to Indian history and the modern part of Indian history. The topic that I am going to deliver to you is related to religious reforms in India. Friends, once we are talking about religious reforms in India, we are talking a very important topic related to society. Indian society is a sum total of phenomena which is basically a class of different type of communities which is having a caste system, which is having a religious system, or the education sort of problem was always there. So during the time of 18th century and to 19th century, it was a time frame where the Indians have tried hard for revising their societies. Both the Hindu and Muslim communities and the other religious communities as well tried to establish their societies come up with a lot of reforms. Now there's a term called reforms. Once we are talking religious reform, we need to understand religious reform is nothing to take with any religion, rather it is to correction of the religion prospect in India. We need to pursue the religion prospect in a right method, that is the scientific term that we had used for. And here once we are talking about religious reform, that meant for the religious disorders or practices, those are malpractices by the name of different practices like sati pratha, or we can state about illiteracy or related to the pseudo problems of jativad or caste system, or the problems related to many other problems like polygamy that needs to be reduced, and therefore our visionaries, especially the philosophical knowledge seekers, those have got the English subject as a knowledge, they are predominantly awaken the society. So religious reforms in India needs to be understood as an important activity for reviving the society. It is equals to the renaissance of the society. The important names that we need to address in this particular part are to be called up as Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and many other persons like Dayanand Saraswati and so on. When I'm talking about religious reforms, there are different religious sects by which these reforms were adapted, and we have got a scientific temperament in our thought process. Society has got certain tendencies or practices which needs to be corrected, and this particular correction is into the direction of making the society more strong, more concerned about the reforms, and these reforms are making them unite to fight towards the menace of the social evils, and these social evils are making them enabled to fight against the Britishers. So to fight against them, the Britishers, there were common characters of religious and social reforms movement which were noticed, and religious belief therefore must be movement for social reform as a religious character. Social and religious reforms movement arose among all communities of Indian people, that is related to Hindus, to Muslims and other minorities also. Worked of abolition of caste, that is mainly untouchability, parda pratha, sati pratha or child marriage or social inequalities and illiteracy are the matter of the concern. On the contrary, social reforms were supported directly and indirectly by the British officials. Some of the reforms are also supported by reformative groups. Steps taken by those leaders, those are directly connected with British government, but they are also fighting for the India's struggle for freedom. India's struggle for freedom was not concerned without having a social reform. For this particular topic, we are going to come up with more such videos on the topic related to modern Indian history, and I believe most of these reforms related enlightened stories will enable us to come up more derivatives about those parts. So watching for this particular video, I am thankful to you. As of for now, I will request you kindly continue watching these videos and acknowledge the same by commenting on the same and do your exercise. Till then, good day. Namaskar.